Here we are with a very familiar face here at 100 Huntley Street, Cheryl Weber, who is the international producer of Relief and Development. And we want to talk with you today about, people hear you speak about trafficking, but a lot of people don't know the story, and I know we don't have the time for the whole thing, but what made you really passionate about this topic?
Well, there's a bigger story of how God worked in my heart about it, but honestly, I think a lot of it came from the fact that I know a lot of people who've been sexually abused, and sometimes it's just one or two incidences, but that had such a profound impact on their lives where they're going to counseling, it's affecting their marriage, and it took them years to overcome, because a lot of people blame themselves when that happens to them. They think there's something about them that invited it, or they think that there's something now dirty about them or broken about them, and they can't shake it.
Exactly.
And so when I think the fight that they had to do for one or two incidences, and then you multiply that by thousands of times, then I think that people of faith, we have a responsibility to step in. Totally. And we have a unique message for people who've been abused. We have, first of all, we have a Savior, Jesus, who suffered. He suffered abuse, and he says that he understands our suffering because he went through it. And we also believe in restoration. We believe that no matter what you've done yourself or has been done to you and how broken you are, there's restoration, and that God can take that terrible thing and he can use it for good. And so, you know, people of faith are unique in the world, and we can't hold ourselves back from these issues because they're hard and they're painful and they're awful. We need to be right in the center of it because that's where Jesus is.
Yeah, we cannot ignore it. And as you've been in the field, you've encountered incredible stories of redemption and heartbreak. Tell us some of those stories.
Yeah, you know, I think being involved in this issue is inviting heartbreak into your life.
Yeah.
It's really tough. I mean, my heart's been broken so deeply sometimes I don't even know how to talk about it for like months afterwards.
Yeah.
You know, I've interviewed little kids who've been sold by their parents into sex slavery, and talk to them about their journey to healing, and seeing the hope as well and the beauty on their faces as they're journeying and discovering that they're precious in God's eyes.
Yeah.
And I've talked to little kids, you know, who I know are going to be abused that very night, and we're working through that long process of teaching their parents and changing communities so that they stop selling kids.
Yeah.
And you know, when I first went to cover this 5 years ago, I wanted to see it. You know, you can't see child sex slavery. For me as a woman, that would be impossible, but I wanted to see what trafficking looked like.
Yeah.
And so I actually have a video that I've sat on for 5 years and I've never ever shown anyone.
It's never been shown here.
It's never been shown on air. We actually put a pen camera, like an undercover pen camera, in the pocket of our partner, and we went into this brothel. This is in a beautiful hotel in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. You just walk up the left staircase, and at the top of the stairs is this room with these women, and they're on risers, and they're organized by ethnicity, and they have numbers on their chests. Like, you literally order them from a menu. Listen to this.
Excuse me. Can you tell me the difference with the girls? What?
Cambodia.
This is Cambodia?
Vietnam.
From Vietnam. Okay. Chinese. Ethnic Chinese or from China Chinese?
China.
From China. And how much for massage?
Vietnam Cambodia.
Yeah, Vietnam.
Massage.
Yeah.
$6.
Okay, and for more than massage?
Yes. Chinese $8.
$8. And
VIP
for
room. Vietnam Cambodia $8. Chinese $10.
$10 for VIP room for Chinese. And both eight? For Vietnam and Cambodia?
Vietnam Cambodia same.
Okay. Okay.
There are no words for how disgusting and violating that is to watch, and yeah, and you were mentioning the cost for those.
Yeah,
girls.
you know, I didn't want to be able to talk about this issue without seeing it, but you know, hearing her say it was $8 to $10 a night for the girl and the room.
Yeah.
You know, there's just no words for how demoralizing it is for those women who probably aren't there by choice. You can see that they're there by ethnicity, and there's a lot of them, so they probably were trafficked into Cambodia.
Yeah.
They're behind glass, and like you have kids in Sunday school with a number that comes up. There's actually a screen with a number on it where your number comes up where someone orders you. Yeah. I just can't even imagine. You know, it was good for me to see. And you know, the great thing is, Joy, that Crossroads Relief and Development is doing something about it.
Yeah.
And I really think that there is a call, and you see it all across culture, for God, for people to stand up on behalf of these women.
We have
and
to.
say it's not okay.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I hope that people don't forget that image. And I hope that even though you might feel like, well, what can I do where I'm at? you can partner with Crossroads. So tell us exactly what Crossroads is doing.
Well, the great thing is there are people who are on the front lines of this, who are willing to put themselves in harm's way, who are willing to have their hearts broken every day to make a difference. You know, we fund programs that help reintegrate girls who've been rescued from the sex trade. We help give them life skills. We help get them a job or get them into school. We also fund prevention programs because, you know, you can rescue girls, as many as you want, but they're just an endless stream of girls coming in.
And many go back because they don't know what else to do.
They have no other option. And so really starting at the source is one of the things we've really committed to. And so we go into like little communities and we teach the local people about what traffickers do, the promise of a job in the big city, you know, and how to fight that. And also, this is the coolest thing, a 1-800 number, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week that people can call if they think their daughter's been trafficked, if they think they've been trafficked. And we've been getting calls from all over Asia, even as far as South Africa.
Because many parents get tricked. Many parents aren't intentional. Some parents do sell.
You're absolutely
But many
right.
parents think that their child is being taken to work somewhere and they don't know what it is. And the pain, I can't even imagine what a parent must feel. So that you have that 1-800 number is amazing. And then what can people at home right now do?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we want people to get involved and we want people to be with us in this fight. So if this has moved your heart, and these women, I know their faces, and this situation will stay on your heart, help us make a difference. Help us save these women and stop this from happening. You can go to www.crossroads.ca and give, or call 1-800-365-3100 to make a difference. And we so appreciate your support, and we are going to keep making a difference in this industry.
Cheryl, thank you so much for your heart and what you're doing. Please don't stop. And I want to hear more about it off camera, but hopefully we'll talk about this again on camera.